My name is Yabuki Matsukawa. I'm at the wedding of my friend Katsuya Koenji from my school days.
Yeah, Katsuya. I love you.
Apparently, his partner is called Manami, and they got married through an office romance. I'm jealous. I never get to meet anyone good. Influenced by my friend's marriage, I found myself standing in front of a marriage counseling office a few days later. I need to be proactive from now on. I'm 28, and if I didn't do anything, I'll never get married. Yes, if I don't take action, nothing will happen. Since I had contacted them in advance, I was smoothly ushered inside and taken to a booth. Who appeared there was...
Hello? I will be counseling you today. What? You are...
Huh? Are you Namie Okoshi? Yes, Namie Okoshi was a classmate of mine when I was a student. She's beautiful, smart, and just by her looks, is the best woman around. Most of the boys in the class, except me, asked her out and were rejected. However, it's no exaggeration to say that her personality is a disaster.
Hey, why don't you ask me out too? Maybe even an ordinary guy like you have a chance?
I will not. I prefer family-oriented person with good personalities rather than good looks.
Cheeky.
Then, I ended up being isolated in class by her.
Oh, are you alone again? Poor guy. Do you want me to be with you? Oh, never mind. I guess a male-female pair is no good. Besides, it seems like I'm not your type.
And so, I ended up having the worst high school years. However, it's been 10 years since then. We're adults too, and for her, it's her job. Maybe that's why she called me began to explain.
Our company, Love Koi Lifelink Marriage, runs a matching service. If you pay an additional fee, you can have a matchmaking party limited to members of the counseling center, and the counselor can arrange a date. Well, we just help you meet someone, so you can't just be passive.
First, she explained the system. Then, she gave me the necessary documents to join. I don't know what to do. I never thought that Okoshi would be my consultant. When I got home, I groaned with the documents spread out in front of me. Well, it seems like I won't have much interaction with the counselor anyway, so I guess it's fine? Well, all I need is money, registration documents, and withholding tax slips? Even single certificate? There's such a thing? It's quite troublesome, hey? And then, I gathered all the documents and headed to Love Koi Lifelink Marriage again.
Registration documents, single certificate, credit card. Can you give me a tax withholding slip? In order to register, there is a minimum standard annual income. It's necessary.
No, I'm self-employed. So, can I provide proof of last year's income? And I handed over the documents I had.
Let's see. What is this?
She somehow burst out laughing.
Do you think a poor self-employed person can get married? Your annual income is barely enough to register.
What?
Tough life ahead for you, man. I feel bad for the women. So wouldn't it be better for you to not think about marriage? Well, the only people who will marry you are the strange ones.
Afterwards, the counselors who were listening to her talk in the neighboring booth forced Okoshi to leave.
I'm very sorry about what she said. I will be in charge of your future consultations, so please forgive us. I am truly sorry.
I had no choice but to smile bitterly. Anyway, the registration was complete. This is the first time I have started looking for a marriage partner. I hold my smartphone with a bit of nervousness and hope. Well, there's even a lecture coming up? Oh, I can now write my profile, hey? Oh, a phone call? She and I hold our breath as we hear the sound of approaching footsteps and wait for the moment.
Don't move yet, okay?
I know. Communicating through eye contact and small gestures. However, there was a slight propeller sound.
Damn it, it's a drone! Her location is revealed!
We lost. The difference in equipment makes a huge difference, huh? A survival game was over, and I sit down on the bench.
It's frustrating, but I guess the opponent's strategy was better. The same goes for the equipment, but their positioning was also good.
Miharu Kudano says that and hands me a drink. She's my team member. Certainly. Well, I'm glad they said that they enjoyed the game too. More than that, Kudano, you're here today and tomorrow on the weekend, but you have a boyfriend, right? Don't you have to go on a date?
Huh? Shut up! It can't be helped since he says he's busy, right?
I'm jealous you have a lover anyway. I'll definitely get a girlfriend too. So I clenched my fist and I was enthusiastic. Well, about 2 months later, I was pale and shaking. Oh, whoa. I sent almost 50 invites and got 1 reply, and the refusal came right away. You're kidding. I'm not needed this much? People can select people based on their annual income, hobbies, and self-promotion, without knowing their faces or names. Once the other party approves, a match is made, and information is revealed, but it hardly goes to that stage. Yeah, I guess it won't go well. They're probably targeting people with high annual incomes. Now, I know the shortcomings of this matching system. Since you don't know the other person's face or personality, it's a game based entirely on annual income. In other words, people with poor incomes are not able to compete well from the get-go. On the other hand, people with good incomes will be approached quickly. Moreover, every time I get rejected, I feel depressed. I might have made a mistake to choose this platform. My heart was already about to break. It's a severe competition because the purpose is marriage. This, if you think about it, it's like I'm a foil for people with high status. Once I thought that, I didn't feel like continuing. But the joining fee. Oh, now that I think about it, they're a matchmaking party sponsored by the counseling office, right? I guess I should consult again.
I see. That might be a better for you.
A few days later, I came to Lovekoi Lifelink Marriage for the first time in a while.
I think it's good because there are many women who want to meet in person and make a decision.
But there are a lot of parties being held. I'm not sure which one to participate in.
If so, we recommend starting with a standard dinner party at a restaurant.
Then, when I thanked the consultant in charge and left the booth, Namiya Okoshi was there.
Oh, Matsukawa-kun. I told you it won't work.
Ugh. Did she take a look at my data? Infuriating.
Do you want to practice with me or something? You're a poor man who is not popular at all.
I ignored the condescending remarks and left the counseling office.
I'm not good with rifles! I don't like waiting for long periods of time.
Really? I like long range because I can aim from a safe distance.
Wow, so cowardly.
Not cowardly! That's a necessary job as a sniper! Today again, Miharu and I were talking about survival games. Then, oh, sorry for interrupting the conversation. They want us to be their opponent for the night battle tomorrow. An old man from the team speaks to us with his smartphone in hand. Sorry, tomorrow is no good.
Me too. I had a date with my boyfriend.
I see. Well, I'll just say it's after hours and it's not convenient for us. Yes, I have to attend my first matchmaking party. Whoa, there are so many people. I couldn't help but look around at the people. There are those kind of people too? There's an overly excited otaku and a woman who looks like a ghost. There are so many kinds of people participating, huh? That woman is scary.
Now, Please write your self-introduction on your card and wait at the seat number you are assigned to.
As announced, I sat down at my seat and looked at the card. This is the self-introduction card, huh? Including this one, I have booked 3 parties. If nothing results from this, I plan to quit. Be specific about your occupation? Oh, I don't need to write my income? Good.
Good evening. I'll sit across from you. Nice to meet you.
Oh, sure. Like what? Huh? Wait, Miharu?
And you're Yabuki?
The person sitting in front of me was an extremely familiar face. Then, for now, she took her seat.
That's right. I don't have a boyfriend and dating is a lie.
I haven't said anything yet.
That's a lie. In your mind you were like, are you looking for a marriage partner to make your lie a reality? It's written on your face.
What kind of face did I make? I never thought that way. I'm in the same place as you. Well, I've never been very popular either.
Liar. You are now a president and it must be super popular. Huh?
You say president, but I just became one after an year of a struggle. I continued to speak with Miharu, not noticing that the atmosphere around me had changed. Well, before I knew it, the party had already started, and the conversation with Miharu ended in a casual chat. However, all the male participants slid into the neighboring seats, and I noticed something is different.
Hey, I overheard it just now. You're president? Let's exchange self-introduction cards.
So close!
Oh, what? You do something like this? Okay, let's get married.
Whoa!
I'm an ordinary woman, but please make me happy.
Well, for some reason, it's like this every time the seat changes.
Now that everyone has finished introducing themselves, let's have dinner.
After a round of self-introductions, an announcement was made. Then,
I will be having dinner with Mr. Matsukawa. No, it's me, right? We've already promised to get married.
Wait a minute! I'm confused. The men were glaring at me, and Miharu looked shocked for some reason. I went to 3 matchmaking parties like that, and...
What? Why are there so many requests for him? Why such a poor guy?
Namie was looking at my data in front of her computer with a shocked expression.
What does this mean?
A few days later, Namie will learn my true identity from her client.
Huh? A young entrepreneur? That bastard! No. Matsukawa-san? Yes. I heard that he is registered with this consultation center. I beg you. I will pay an additional fee, so please let me meet him. No. We don't provide arranged meetings with specific people. What happened to our privacy info management?
And Namie finally found all the info about me.
Purchased a bankrupt golf course in the mountains and turned it into a campground. And he created a survival game field alongside the building. He does everything from teaching beginners to being their opponent. Huh? Was he lying about his income?
There was much more written in the article, telling how successful the business is now.
It opened at the end of last year. I see. No wonder proving last year's income didn't do any magic.
Meanwhile, at the management office, I was being laughed at by Miharu.
After all, last year you didn't earn much from investing in this facility, right?
Well, no, but I didn't expect it to make that much of a difference.
So, what are you going to do about that?
On the screen, there was a large number of invitation emails from the woman I was with at the matchmaking party. What should I do? It was hard when it didn't come at all, but it's also hard when too many of them come. If I accept the invitation email, my information and that of the sender will be disclosed. Then you will be able to interact with each other. Kudano, did you send one to someone?
No. Well, I guess there was no one that really clicked with me. What about you? Well, I guess there's no need to send anything.
I guess not. I smiled bitterly. It's better to do something about this large amount of invitation emails first.
Well, I'll just send one to you as a commemoration of my participation in the party.
Hey. The next day, I decided to go to the counseling center and talk to the lady in charge.
Isn't that a good thing? How about you meet and talk to one of them first? If you think it's not a good fit, just decline. You have a great opportunity, so why not take advantage of it? Oh, and per the terms of the agreement, you can't do anything to make children until the relationship is confirmed. There are folks like that sometimes. They're little monkeys.
I see. Just meet up and talk, huh? Was I overthinking? I thanked the lady and left the booth while pondering over it. It's just... what bothers me is that all of them focus on my social status, not on me. Maybe a marriage counseling agency isn't for me. Huh? At that moment, my arm was pulled by a strong force, and I was forced to sit in a nearby booth. The person in front of me was Namiya Okoshi.
You don't get carried away just because you suddenly became popular, alright? I thought you were just going to leave with a miserable outcome, but what is this now? But that's okay. Yabuki Matsukawa, you should go out with me.
Huh? Okoshi? What are you talking about?
Because of this appearance of mine, men come to me all the time. But surprisingly, there aren't many high-status men who would make me feel at ease.
She looks at my face and my figure and opens her mouth again.
Your face and body shape are on the passing line. You also have good social status. Don't you think you're a good fit for me? You also know this by now, right? That for a capable man, whether he can attract an attractive woman is a crucial skill to have. You want someone homely or someone good with personality? Stop dreaming. A man with a high social status like you deserves a beautiful woman like me.
I was looking at her with cold eyes as she kept talking so condescendingly. Don't you remember what you did to me in high school?
When you were in high school? Oh, the fact that you were isolated in your class? I didn't do anything. It was just the boys doing it on their own.
Yeah, right. I grit my back teeth and start to get irritated. Jeez, to think that this is the first positive response I received from this marriage agency. Finally, I said it out loud and told her clearly, no, I can't possibly marry a woman with a crappy personality like you. It would be better off staying single for the rest of my life. Don't make fun of me. I'm sorry, but I'll get going. Then I stood up and headed for the exit without looking back.
Hey, wait a minute. You guys, don't disturb me. Let go. It's you again? Stop it. Don't bother our customers. Matsukawa-san, I'm sorry. I'll hold her for you, so please go now. Wow.
The next day, Kudano asked me about the time I went to the counseling center yesterday, and when I told her about it, she gave me a wry smile. That one is... impossible. I don't want to go there anymore. Should I stop going?
The deadline for replying to the large number of invitation emails is close, isn't it? What are you going to do? Why don't you at least press the decline button?
I guess so, I say, taking out my smartphone.
Huh?
The next moment, Kudano received an email from the counseling center on her smartphone. Well, how should I put it? We're both registered with a marriage agency and are good friends. When I accepted the invitation email I received from her, each other's information was revealed. If you don't mind, would you like to chat with me? Now, let's talk a little bit about after that. First, Namiya Okoshi was fired for having another dispute with a customer.
No way. This beauty can't get married? No way. With my fantastic appearance, I can still get a man of high status.
Apparently, she was still single even in her mid-30s. As for me, I quit going to the marriage agency after that. Why, you ask?
Yabuki! Next, let's go to that store quick!
Okay. I never expected our first date to be at a survival game store.
Shush! Isn't it a wonderful choice for us?
We started dating and now meet every day off. Then, after half a year, we both went to Lovekoi Lifelink marriage.
Congratulations on your engagement.
Yes, we were successfully engaged, so I want to thank them for their help. If she and I hadn't met at the matchmaking party, if I hadn't registered to the agency in the first place. If you think about it, perhaps this could also be said to be a destiny.